Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, cyclops, day bed, iPod, Maybach, my buck, train wreck.
Holy guac. Okay? Eminem is coming at you. I don't know who you are who's watching this video, but he's coming at you because he's coming at everybody. He's calling out Lil Yachty, Lil Xan, Lil Peep, Lil Pump, Lil Bitch, Lil Dump, Lil Sump, Lil Slump, Little Man of the Dip of the Dump. He is calling out and verbally attacking every single person in the rap game who's insulted him in the past year or he just doesn't like. But boy does he back it up with solid music. Solid rap going back to his roots and really proving that he still has it and he hasn't fallen off like everyone say he does. Says he has. Says he does? This all is of course on his new album, Kamikaze. This is coming after Revival, which was a giant hunk of shit that everyone hated. He got so much flack, so much heat for it. It was generic, it was boring, the production was bad, there was no creativity on it, it was very basic. The features were obviously just for extra star power on the album, nothing really actually meant to... The features were obviously just for extra star power on the album. They weren't actually meaningful. So I was very pleasantly surprised when I heard Kamikaze, which was dropped out of nowhere, complete surprise, and this is really going back to his roots. It's dark, it's gritty, the beats are just, they just get in there, you feel them. You really feel the bass, you really feel M's anger, which he's one of the best in the game at that. He's the best at making you feel his raw emotion, and this album really does that. He is so clearly upset, or at least my impression, is that all these other rappers in the game cannot try their hardest, put out some generic trap music, follow a trend, and get big numbers, get huge success. But when M does it, which was on Revival, he got a lot of hate for that. And he's clearly coming back with a burning fire for that sort of double standard. On this album, Eminem disses Vince Staples, Lil Yachty, Lil Pump, Charlemagne, Ja Rule, Drake, Machine Gun Kelly, who's already put out a response track, by the way, which was god-awful. It seems like he's going after whole genres in general. I mean, he's going after mumble rap, he even had a diss about the Migos, he's going after, generic dance rap like Drake. He's just angry about where the genre has gone and the turn that rap has taken, and it's so clear in a lot of his lyrics. I'm not going to go over all of them because it would take a really long time, as there are so many disses on this album. But they're very raw, they're very in your face, and he's not hiding anything. He's coming straight at these people by name, not muddying it up with it could be this person, could be that person. No, he's calling people out by name, and it's powerful. Songs I really like on this album are Good Guy, the title track Kamikaze, The Ringer, just because of how savage that song is. The Greatest is also a very good song. There's a lot of good tracks on here. I like most of the tracks. There isn't any filler. I think it's very nice and condensed. This album isn't too long. I believe it's only 12 songs. And he does a really good job of... What am I saying? He does a really good job of making each song count. And he's not dragging it out like maybe Revival felt dragged out.
Brain dead, eye drops, pain meds, cyclops, day bed, iPod, Maybach, my buck, train wrecks, sidewalks, payless, high tops, K-Fed, iPod, latex, icebox.
Ho! And man is not like a banger. That song is f***ing insane. He's mocking Drake right from the beginning with the "Take key! Fuck these people up!" Who else has the balls to do that but Eminem? I mean, other people will diss Drake, but they're not gonna make a whole f***ing song dedicated to ripping this man apart. I mean, not the whole song is about that. It is about other things, but that initial diss just gets you right into the track, which is so hard. I'm loving the feature by Royce da 5'9". All in all, this album is a very pleasant surprise after the disappointment that was Eminem's last album. Very impressed by the passion, the anger, the raw energy that are in these tracks. very impressed and surprised and loving all this beef that's going on in this thing. People he's coming after for criticizing him. I think that Eminem just doesn't give a fuck anymore. Like he used to not give a fuck. And that's when he makes his best music. That's where his best albums come from. When it's the savage, bad boy, sag his pants Eminem. This album, for me, isn't
70.
how it stacks up against Eminem's other albums. That's up to you. I think that it's probably in the top 5. I'd say so. Definitely top 5. Maybe top 6, top 7. But I'd love to know what you think about this album. Drop a comment. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't, hey, hit the dislike button. It's there for a reason. Yeah, see you next time, dudes.
This is your grandma speaking. Please subscribe to No Responsibilities, dear.